Hey, I brought along a permission slip for you today, a hall pass for you today to be an engaged and confident voiceover auditioner, on camera auditioner, and it all has to do with you making the decision. What? Yeah, I'll tell you more about it coming up next in this episode of the VOHeroes podcast. I got an email about a recent podcast episode that I did about the audience coming last, not worrying so much about what they want, whether your audience is the audience at a play, consumers, casting, whatever. And I wanted to follow up on it because in the email, the person writing said, well, I want to maximize my chances of booking, so I really want to investigate what they're expecting, what they think is going to come their way that's going to solve their problem for them. You always tell us, you're solving a problem for your customer, right? So what about that? Well, I read an email recently from a guy who I really respect named Nick Kalenda, who talks about how customers perceive companies that leave the decision up to them versus companies that make a bold statement, that makes a decision, takes a stand, and makes a decision for the customer. So what he was saying in his email was, don't say, well, whatever you want. It's up to you. We give you all these different choices. Help the person make a choice for themselves. In other words, there are companies that will use quizzes, or they will use here's your product selector or your service selector. Tell us a couple of things about what you need and we'll help you decide what to do. They're making the decision for the customer, giving them less of a job to do. My buddy Michael Kostroff says, it's taking care of them, right? You take care of them as a professional. Don't make them take care of you. They don't know what they want. So make a choice, make a decision, make a statement when you're doing your auditions and be proud of that choice. So instead of saying, well, I'm going to give you, I know you didn't ask for it, but I'm going to give you 3 different takes on this because, whatever works for you, don't do that. If they ask for it, do it. If they say, I need an ABC or a 1, 2, 3, or a do, re, mi, great. I keep hearing new variants on that 1, 2, 3 ABC thing. It's crazy. But for the most part, you're going to be asked for one audition. Make a bold choice, a choice that serves the story, and be at peace with the idea that you're saying, here's what I think you should use. Here's what my take is on this, and I think it might be helpful in helping you solve your problem. Don't worry about being generous with all these different options and choices and so on. Take care of them by stating what you think would be best. And obviously, what you think would be best was what you put forward, right? Put something forward that is clear, unambiguous, makes it a very interesting and compelling version of your particular brand when you're doing your thing. Don't be frightened about doing that. Do what makes sense for you. And be at peace with that. There's your hall pass. There's your permission slip. Be you, boo. You be the one that decides how that cucumber is going to sell new cars. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I apologize. I have very strong opinions about how cucumbers should be played in car commercials. Listen, I'm glad you're here. Let me know in the comments below if this is something that you've already determined is easy to do, or if you have trouble with it. Let's start a conversation about it. Go over to VOHeroes.com. If you're already here, welcome. We'd love for you to hit the like button if this is something that resonates with you. You can subscribe to the channel. You can hit the notification bell and find out when new episodes are put forth in the channel. We'd love that if that's what you'd like to do. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. I thank you and you alone for watching and for listening. And I will see you in the next episode of the VOHeroes podcast.